Hello kids and cadets, thanks for coming back out to Tommy Time. I had a request from one of my viewers and I apologize for just getting to this video today. They wanted to know what I finally did about solving the Petcock problem on this Honda generator, the E1500. I had been busy with other projects and I had come to a roadblock with the Petcock issue, so I'll explain what I've found, and I think I may have a solution to solve the Petcock issue. The Petcock for this older generator is not available anymore. You go to the Honda website and it's an obsolete Petcock, so I tried various options to try to bypass the original, but so far with no success. The main issue with this one is it's pretty rusty, and there's a sediment bowl here at the bottom. There's a metal ring that holds it to the bottom of the Petcock, and that disintegrated. So now I have a sediment bowl that won't attach to the Petcock, and the downspouts are fairly rusted and fell off. So I'll pick up where I left off on the last video. I went to remove the Petcock from the bottom of the tank. And both of these Phillips head screws were rusted solid. So I didn't want to break anything, force anything, since most of these things are obsolete. I took about a quart of diesel fuel, which is a great penetrant, and I put it inside the tank, put it over a bucket in case it dripped. Put it on an angle so it would all accumulate in the corner of the tank and let it sit for a week or so, hoping to soften up the screws enough to where they would come out. So I had good success on the first try. The screws loosened up and I was able to remove everything without damaging any of the threads or the screws. So I'll show you what the issue is with these, the distance between these holes. As I mentioned in the previous video, your typical distance between what I've found in the gas tanks, motorcycle tanks, it's either 34 millimeters center of hole, or 44. 34 or 44. And you can buy all these aftermarket Petcocks, and that's generally how I buy them. These are various Yamaha, Kawasaki, Suzuki. It doesn't really matter for your application. If you can get away with another manufacturer's Petcock, then go for it. The issue with this Honda, and I don't know why they did it, I think their engineers were on hiatus. It's roughly 37 to 38 millimeters center to center. So that's an oddball size Petcock. A 44 would be too big, and the 34 doesn't reach either hole, so you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. I probably could do some drilling, open up these holes or try to manipulate it. The other issue is the screen and downpipe are on a weird angle here. I don't know why they didn't keep everything straight. So that's kind of a weird setup. So that's creating a problem. I don't want to screw up the tank, do a bunch of drilling. You really can't manipulate these Petcocks either. If you try to drill beyond these holes here, you're going to screw up the placement of the rubber gasket, so you're kind of bound to how these are set up. So I think I've found an alternative to try to solve this problem. I've got a buddy that works at a machine shop, and he's made various parts for me for my Triumph Bonneville. These are seat hold downs for the Bonneville. There's two at the rear of the seat that hold the seat to the frame. This is a stock one, but I didn't like the length here. It's hard to reach the end of the bolt here, so I had him make me longer ones. He took some round stock and made me longer seat attachment bolts. So he was able to do that. He made 4 of them, actually. I have 2 Bonnevilles. So he kept all the dimensions in the computer. If I ever want any more, he can make them. So what I want to have him do on his lunch break is take a piece of square stock. I'll give him the tank to take to work and have him drill me a couple of holes that match up with the 37 millimeters. A center hole for the downspout, maybe something that size, and then go ahead and press fit a brass nipple in there. I'm going to see if I can reuse the one on the old Petcock, or just have him give me an inch piece of steel tubing in the center. I have 2.5 inches to work with for my bottom space, from the bottom of the Petcock to where the sediment bowl was. I have about 2.5 inches, so he could give me a 1-inch pipe drop off the bottom of the plate, and that'll be good enough. So once he concocts the new base plate, I'll show you how to go ahead and still have your inline filter and the fuel shut off. I have some various filters here and some shut-off valves for scooters. So once the downspouts in place, you can put an inline lawnmower fuel shut off. You'll just have to manually turn your fuel off every time you're not using the generator. And there are small inline lawnmower filters that could also be put in sync with the fuel shut off, so you can still get your filtration and your fuel shut off with the stock aftermarket downpipe plate. Here are a couple other examples of inline fuel shutoffs for 50cc Chinese scooters. And if you really wanted filtration, there'd be plenty of room to put a larger inline paper filter. Or a screen type fuel filter, metal screen. So there you have it. When he concocts the new Petcock downspout assembly, I'll show you how it turns out. I'll have him keep the dimensions. Maybe you guys out there can't salvage your stock Petcock. I could give you dimensions of what we come up with here to solve the problem. So I appreciate you coming out and checking out Tommy Time with me. Sorry I didn't get back to you soon enough, but I've had other projects going on and this one kind of come into a roadblock, so I went on to other stuff. But hurricane season just started here in southwest Florida. It wouldn't be bad to have this one on the side, ready to go. Although I have larger generators, you never can have enough when the power goes out. Well, as always, I appreciate you coming out and checking out Tommy Time. This was just a quick update of how I think I solved the obsolete Honda Petcock issue. So I'll update you, like I said, when we get something concocted here, and we'll just use these inline filters and shut-off valves to do the same thing the original one did. Thanks again, and come back and see Tommy Time when you get a chance. Bye for now.